Today we want to talk about human destiny. That is a topic for us in philosophy of religion. And I want to begin by saying, in the end of a person's life, in the end of a human being's life, is a reality. It's a reality that all human beings are concerned with. The end of a person's life is a reality. We can never take it for granted. It's a very critical matter, and it has to do with human destiny. So no matter how much religion intervenes in this area, offering all kinds of explanations, death remains a mystery and a challenge to human beings down the ages, or from time immemorial across the centuries. Death has always been a mystery, a concern, and indeed an issue that has never been resolved easily. Now, death is inevitable, but the question most people beg to ask is, after death, so what? Or what else? After death, what else? Now, we want to bring in this topic on human destiny, the place of religion in addressing human destiny. Now, most religious, or religions for that matter, concern themselves with this subject, or this subject matter. They attach a certain meaning in this earthly life of humanity, but they also claim that this life points to another life which people live after death. This is in line with pseudo-Christian thought, presenting the earthly life as foreshadowing and harmony with God for all those who live a righteous life before death. They also predict rejection and misery for those who live immoral and deserving sinful lives. They have developed the ideas of heaven as a place of reward and hell as a place of punishment. That is all about pseudo-Christian thought. But of course, when you come to African religion, the issue of heaven and hell are not there. If you are a good man, you led exemplary life where you took care of the needy people in society, the orphans, the widows, you didn't discriminate against children from this or the other, or you are hospitable, there's a sense in which you become an ancestor, a living spirit, ancestral spirit, a living dead. You are always with the people. You are here and you are not here. It's a paradox. You are with us and you are not with us. That is African religion. So not everybody becomes a living ancestor, an ancestral spirit, or the good spirit. Not everyone. Other religions like Hinduism teach and promote the idea of karma, reincarnation. For the Hindus, there is no arbitrariness or injustice in inequalities of a human lot, but only cause and effect. They hold that human beings have all lived before, and that the conditions of their present life are a direct consequence of their previous lives. Now, concerning philosophical view on human destiny and immortality, many philosophers hold that this life is meaningful and that it is just a beginning of something incomplete on earth, but in the process of completion. Josiah Royce says that our present life is just but a glimpse, a fragment, a hint, and at its best, a visible beginning. A visible beginning. Now, one of those philosophers influenced the view on human destiny and immortality was Plato. In fact, we can say that his thought shaped the Western worldview on human destiny and immortality. He developed the body-mind dichotomy and was the first to try to prove the immortality of the soul. He argued that though the body belongs to the sensible world, the intellect is related to the unchanging realities of which we are aware when we think not of particular good things, but of goodness itself, not of specific just acts, but of justice itself. Plato, the Greek philosopher, was able to distinguish perishable, composite things like the body, from the simple and imperishable soul. All that. St. Augustine, following in the footsteps of Plato, relates the soul with the idea such as the truth. Now, this theme was further developed by St. Thomas Aquinas, in concluding that the human soul cannot die, and once it exists, it cannot disappear. Yes, that is the initial understanding on human destiny. Perhaps we can ask ourselves several questions, because destiny, according to the various religious positions that we have had, the African ancestrology or study of ancestors, ancestrology, the Christian heaven and hell dichotomies, and the Hindu reincarnation to karma, where you are recycled, you keep being recycled. You can reincarnate into a buffalo if you are tough. You can reincarnate into your second coming in the Hindu religion. You can come back as that snake that is biting people if you are tough and really hurting people. Or if you are cunning, you can come as a rabbit or something, or a snake, a burnt snake or something. That is reincarnation. So there is that human destiny. It's a subject that we always ask yourself. We always ask several questions. And the issue of destiny, what will happen after this, after the life we have, or what will happen at the very end. Now, you can also have self-test questions, such as, number one, what do you understand by death and eschatology? You know, eschatology is the study of the end times. So what is the eschatology in African context? The religion of indigenous people. What is the eschatology, the end times? Of course, we talk about ancestrology, and of course about evil spirit and good spirit. Where do we come in? Now, another question is, explain the idea of karma. It is karma in Hinduism. Okay, I've talked about reincarnation. Now you still come back, and you keep coming back. Of course, there is a way you earn your salvation by doing good. This talks about works. The last question is, how did Plato influence the idea of human destiny and immortality? Thank you very much.